So first thing I did was take that clip off there. I undid that one, moved that to one side, just done that down there because this has to pull out. You might need a little screwdriver just to push it out. Then there's a 10mm bolt there which doesn't come out, it just unscrews, and then you can feel the box move away. Same there. This needs to come off. I use the screwdriver again just to pry this rubber off here. That just pulls away, and then just pull this whole thing just to one side. It's all wet because it's pissing it down with rain because it's Wales. Always rains. And then inside here there's a big ring going all the way around the rubber boot onto the map sensor, onto the map inflow. I don't know what it's called, whatever this is. That has to be undone, not all the way, just enough to get it back, and that's an 8mm. And then the whole box pulls out and you get to the rest of it. Okay, so not a lot of light here, but I've taped off the fuel inlet there because it's pissing out everywhere and it's just not very good. Pulled these two tabs out here just to get this down. I've moved that out of the way just to give me a little bit more room there. I've just cut very carefully on that bit of tape there. Move that out very carefully. Just get it out a bit more. There we go. So I'm going to have to splice this piece out. Just see there. It's still well attached though, to be fair, but it is actually still attached. I'll focus in there, but yeah, that's not good. Yeah. I'll splice a new piece in, so I'm going to probably cut it down there and maybe rejoint it up here, put a fresh piece of wire in, tidy up the rest of this, because I'm going to do a solder joint. I'm not going to use a crimp. I'll solder a piece in. Just be careful with the fuel everywhere. Let's see how we get this cut in there a little bit. As you can see, I've just pulled the sleeving off. I've just cut it out because I'm just going to tape up all the way down. And see there again, it is literally about 4 strands holding it on. Yeah, as you can see. Yeah. I mean, it was a good contact, not the best, so I mean, I wouldn't have thought that would have caused a problem, but maybe the current was an issue. I don't know. I'm going to pop it back on and see how we get on. So I thought I'd just add this little bit here to it. As you can see on this, the yellow-green VCC3 voltage supplied to sensor, 5 volts. So looking at that cable before, having that really weak connection could have somehow maybe caused a volt drop and then the fault. We don't know. So it's worth thinking about. Back to the rest of it. Okay, so we're soldering iron out here, which is not ideal. As you can see, got that end there, prepared that on there, cut my piece of wire, which I don't use 0.75 flex, earth flex. Kind of makes sense really, because that's the colours, so if anyone else comes diving in here at some point, they can get an idea what's going on. So this is a mains 20, is it 25 watt? Yeah, it's a 25 watt soldering iron. Just going to tin the ends of these up. The same here. I'll say I've made sure. I'd normally use my Weller gas soldering iron, but being that there's fuel down there, I'm probably not going to do that. I said there's my piece of cut wire. I'm just going to tin the ends off the camera for a second. And that other end, so I'm going to use heat shrink. Again, I can't use my heat shrink gun because it'll throw out some, probably throw out some sparks. So I've got a piece of heat shrink there, as you can see, ready to go. So I'm just going to solder these 2 wires together now. See how we get on. It's a bit fiddly here. There we go. Just a nice joint there. I've made this bit of wire about 3 centimeters longer than the original one. That bit heat shrink tubing on there, ready. That right away from the heat. And then let's just join that one together. Not plain bolt. Let's solder on that. Try to make sure I get these as good as I can, because these vibrations, if it's not a good joint, will it's not very good. Come on, it's the worst place in the world to do this. Come on, let's do it again. Let's try it again. There we go. Right, so we'll do that one first. Again, it's not the neatest way to do it, but pull the sleeving over about half the way and just run up and down with a soldering iron. Again, it's not going to be the best job, but it'll work. Nope, and that one there. A sharp edge there. That one there. I'm not going to do down the middle bit where the wire is. Just leave that so it's a bit flex in it. There we go. Right, let's put it back together. Oh, I don't know what that is. That's just a bit of tape holding that pair together. That was there already. Interesting. Right, tuck that back down there. Shut that. Tuck the wire back in there. Because that plastic thing's not on it, I'm just going to loom it up with some LX tape. Sorry, electrical tape. So you just wrap it round. I'm not going to go to town with keeping it as neat as possible, because it's going to be hidden. No idea whether this is going to fix the problem. Say, whenever I've driven the car, it's driven absolutely fine, but me and my sister drove it. It drove fine for a couple of weeks, and then all of a sudden it just went into limp mode. It had no power. I ironically went and wobbled a load of wires around behind here when I went to go and pick her up, and it sprang to life to shutting it off, but I did hear it and see it running all lumpy, rubbishy idle. Garage couldn't find anything wrong with it. I've not even switched it on to see what the fault codes are. I just thought, right, this is the most common problem that everyone keeps talking about. We'll look at that first and see there's quite a lot of slack in there now. Right, put the covering back around it. I'm going to put that back. That could be a bit of a nightmare if I don't. Take the tape. Okay, I thought I'd just mention this because I didn't film me taking all this apart. So that's gone back on. The wire's back in there. I've put this all this is a cover just to carry the wire around there. Doesn't do anything else with a little 10mm bolt in the middle. See, I've taped it up. Put a new wrapper tape around there. New wrapper tape around there. And then that was exposed before. Put the fuel, I don't know whether this is in line, whether this is fuel going in or fuel coming out or whatever, I don't know, but it just pushes on. But to get it off, I pulled those two clips either side, pushed them in, and then it pulled off. But then be prepared because fuel came pissing out everywhere. But then this little cover comes off first and goes on. I don't remember which way around it goes on now. I think it goes on that way around. It just clips on, I think. Yeah, just clips on. That's not making a clipping noise, so again, I'm not a mechanic. There we go, just clips back on.